Hi, what's up?
Hello,
You still
hello,
there?
hello, Maya. Today I want to talk with you about the greeting good morning and the strategy behind it. I will ask you some question about it.
Hi there. Okay, I'm ready. What's the first question you have about good morning and what you see as the threat behind it?
What does the greeting good morning mean?
When people write good morning, it's usually just a way to be polite and friendly. It sets a positive tone, like wishing someone a good start to their day. It's pretty casual. You'd see it in texts, emails, social media, wherever. But you said, you sense something threatening behind it. That's a really interesting take. I'm curious what makes you feel that way.
Okay, Maya. My next question: when do people usually say good morning?
People usually say good morning when they first see someone or talk to them in the morning, like when you first wake up and see family, walk into work, or even greet someone on the phone or text. It's generally from sunrise to around noon, though some people might say it even a bit later, depending on the routine.
Okay, my next question is: good morning used only formally or informally too?
I'm not sure I caught that clearly. Could you say that again? It sounded like good morning, June, but maybe I'm missing
Okay,
something
Maya, I repeat
there.
this. Is good morning used only formally or informally too?
Okay, formally or informally. Got it. You're asking if good morning is formal or
Yeah.
informal? It's definitely both, actually. In some settings, like a business meeting or with someone you don't know well, it feels more formal. But with friends, family, or people you're close to, it's super informal, even casual. Really
Yeah.
depends on who you're talking to.
Okay, Maya, my next question: where did the greeting good morning organize?
Good question. Good morning actually goes way back to the 14th century, but not exactly in the form we know today. It started as a combination of good and morwen, which comes from Old English for morning. So it's evolved over centuries, but the basic idea of wishing someone well at the start of the day has been around for a long time.
Okay, Maya, my next question: how old is the greeting?
Um, I'm not totally sure what you meant there. Did you say graduate? Could you clarify that word for me?
How old is the how old is this greeting?
Oh, you meant how old is waiting?
Yeah.
Waiting is pretty ancient, actually, as a concept, probably as old as language itself. But as a word, it comes from Old English waitan from around the 10th century, so over 1,000 years old. People have been waiting since humans started making plans and showing up in different places at different times.
Okay, Maya, my next question: was it always used in the same way?
Mm, not exactly. At first, wait about being alert or keeping watch, like standing guard. Over time, it shifted to mean delaying, holding back, or just passively being in anticipation. The act of waiting, that patient pause, has probably always been around, but the word itself took time to evolve into what we use today.
Okay, Maya, my next question: how has the meaning or use of good morning changed over time?
I think you meant changed instead of sand, right?
Yeah.
As for how good morning has changed over time, it's subtle but interesting. At first, it was a fairly formal greeting, likely used among people of higher social standing, democratized, and people of all classes started saying it regularly, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries. Now, it's completely universal and can be said to anyone, from royalty to strangers. The core intention, though, wishing someone a good start to the day, has stayed pretty much constant.
Okay, Maya, my next question is good morning used definitely in other language or culture?
Got it. Do you mean is good morning equivalent phrases in other
Yeah.
languages or cultures?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Almost every language has its own way to wish someone a good morning. Here are a few: Spanish, buenos dias; French, bonjour; German, guten Morgen; Japanese, ohayo gozaimasu; and Chinese, zabashang hao. Each culture has its unique variations in tone and formality, too, but the underlying concept of a morning greeting is pretty universal.
How important is tone when saying good morning?
Tone is surprisingly crucial. When you say good morning with a warm, upbeat tone, it comes across as sincere and friendly. But if you say it in a flat or rushed tone, it can feel cold or dismissive, like you're just going through the motions. The warmth in your voice makes all the difference between making someone feel genuinely acknowledged or just acknowledged.
How important is tone when saying good morning?
I think you might mean tone again instead of tool. But yeah, like I was saying, tone is huge with good morning. A bright, cheerful tone shows you're genuinely happy to connect with that person, but flat or rushing through it, that can make it sound cold or like you're just being polite, not actually sincere.
Is good morning used in professional setting?
I'm having a little trouble parsing that. Could you try rephrasing that last part? I caught it's good morning, youth and professional, but I'm not sure about the study bit at the end.
Is good morning used in professional setting?
Ah, got it. So, how is good morning used in professional settings? In professional settings, good morning is still very common, but tends to be a bit more reserved. The tone is usually more polite and measured, less playful enthusiasm, more straightforward acknowledgement. You'd say it to colleagues, bosses, clients. It shows respect and good manners without being overly familiar.
Are there similar experience to good morning in other language?
I'm not sure I understood that clearly. Could you say that again? The go
Are
troning
there,
part was a little,
yeah,
but I
okay, I
think you're
will
asking
say,
about similar ways to say good morning in other languages,
are
right?
there similar experience?
Okay, cool. Here are some examples. In
Are
Spanish, it's
there,
buenos dias. In French,
yeah, yeah.
that's good to hear.
Okay, Maya, my next question, how does this writing affect social interaction?
Good morning actually plays a bigger role than you'd think. It's these small, polite interactions that set the tone for the rest of how people in opening conversation that friendly throughout the day.
Okay, Maya, my next question, can good morning be used sarcastically?
Mm, statistically. Can you clarify what you mean by that?
Can good morning be used sarcastically?
Are you wondering if people track how many or if it's
Yeah, yeah.
impacts? I'm not clear about what you were asking regarding statistics. Could you try to rephrase that part about
Okay.
statistically? And I also didn't catch the last bit about Stir Skaftig Alley.
Sarcastically,
Could you repeat that part
sarcastically,
clearly?
can good
I'm tracking
morning,
what you're asking there about castically. Um, not following. Could you say that again? It
can good
sounded like can't
morning
put
be
your name. What
used
do you mean by that?
sarcastically?
Okay, so you're asking if someone could say good morning sarcastically?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You can totally say good morning with sarcasm. People might use it sarcastically to express annoyance or disapproval, especially if something bad has happened first thing in the morning. It's a way to imply the morning hasn't actually been good for them.
Okay, Maya, my next question and last question. Why do you think good morning is still commonly used today?
A little lost there. Could you clarify your last question? I caught, why do you think good morning is still, but the rest family yogurt today didn't quite make sense. Could you try phrasing that again?
Yeah. Why do you think good morning is still commonly used today?
Oh, I get it. You're asking why good morning continues to be used so often, even today.
Yeah.
I think it's around because it's such a simple, kind way to acknowledge someone and start the day right. It's polite, familiar, and works across cultures and social groups. It sets a good tone and shows respect without being too formal or complex. It works. Plus, people like starting things on a good note.
Thank you, Maya, for talking with me about the directing good morning and the trend behind it. This conversation helped me understand it better. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad that conversation helped you understand good morning better. You asked really